Yep. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on, man? How y'all feeling out there? Coming at you guys with another one, man. Just coming at you guys with another afternoon special. Feds World, man. So welcome to Feds World. Welcome to the podcast. Hope you guys are having a great day out there, man. And I'm feeling good today. I'm a little dressed up and everything, but feeling good. Wanted to bring that special to you guys, and to drop in and give you guys my thoughts as usual. Kind of discussion that I was having and some things I was thinking about, and it's kind of crazy, but so the day been actually been going pretty good, man. I was out and about early this morning. Had a couple errands to ran my errands, and usually around this time I want to kind of just hop in and give you guys some game, some insight, or let's have like a little discussion, a little dialogue. But so what I was thinking about today, well, not even thinking about, I was on my Instagram, and I was going through some of these messages and stuff like that, and I just noticed that there was a message that came across where it was talking about certain people kind of giving it their all in business, and handling their business as such, so they don't fail. So as I was going through that, and I'm reading kind of the comments, there are some people who were, and all I could say was probably an individual, but they were kind of, I don't know, they were faulting the person that was speaking, basically making it look like, oh yeah, it's easy for you to say type deal. And I think that's unfair, because everybody, because you never see the journey, you really only see the end result most of the time, because you probably don't know that person, so you didn't go through what they went through to kind of get where they're at that point or at that moment. You don't know, you never went through it, so you don't know exactly what they had going on. You don't know what type of struggles they had to go through to get to that level or that position. You don't know how much work they put in. You don't know how many hours they put in. You don't know their background all the time. You don't know where they came from. They're talking from a place of experience because that is their current reality. But it doesn't mean that they didn't go through some of the same struggles you're going through, if not worse. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people look at things, and once again, they see the end result, and now they're faulting the person for being at that position. You're faulting Elon Musk. You're faulting Jay-Z. You're faulting Jeff Bezos. You're faulting Gary Vee, or any one of these entrepreneurs, any one of these high-level businessmen who put in the time, the work, the Warren Buffetts, the Bill Gates. You can't really fault them. Guys who created all these great companies. But I'll tell you one thing. They did create all these great companies that are in our lives now and that are adding value to our lives. But here's the thing. They had the statistics still work against them, just like it works against you or us. They still had a high probability to fail. They are the 1% of the 1% in their respected fields. But don't think Elon Musk couldn't have failed, because he could have. Jeff Bezos, all these guys who are ultra rich billionaires, even the millionaires, not just the billionaires, those are one percenters. The millionaires are one percenters too. They still had a high probability of failing. So you can't fault them because they succeeded. They overcame adversity. They went against the grain. They believed in themselves. They believed in the company. They probably, and sometimes they put their life savings in it. They probably went through times where they could have went completely bust. They overcame it. They didn't give up. That was the difference. There's a difference between you and a Jay-Z or Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. These people never gave up. They always believed in themselves. And there's plenty of success stories. But the biggest difference is they found their purpose. They found something they loved. They attacked it. They went at it with everything they had. And they came out on top. They stuck with it. They never gave up. They always believed in themselves. Whether they were broke and had to climb up there, some of them, they went up and down. Some of them went from to broke, had money, went back to broke, and then went back to having money. Isn't that crazy? So what's the difference? The difference is they're putting in the work to be the one percenters. Question is, are you putting in the work to be a one percenter? Here's an interesting statistic. 50% of businesses fail within the first year. You're going to range from 20% to 50%, but it's usually 50% of businesses fail within the first year. After 5 years, 5, there's a 95 to 99% chance you're going to fail. Those statistics count for everybody. No one's absolved from them. No one could just navigate around them. That's everybody. There's 8 billion people on the planet right now. 333 million in America. But literally only 1% usually succeeds. That's why they call them the one percenters. Are you going to be LeBron James? He's the 1% of the 1% in his field. Impossibly great. Do you think Kobe Bryant or any one of these guys, because even when you get in the league, you're part of the 1% that was able to get in the league. Now, how do you stay past 3 years? Imagine that. If you get in the NFL, how do you stay in the NFL past 3 years? Same thing in business. How do you stay in business past 5 years? When 95 to 99% of people fail. You know how you do that? You got to work like a one percenter. There is no excuses. You can't fail. You can't have a plan B. You have a plan B when 95 to 99% of businesses fail within 5 years? There's no plan B. It's only a plan A. You got to work your butt off. Everybody, you're expecting to be a one percenter. You just want it handed to you. People expect to be a one percenter. Like it's just going to come. When you got 8 billion people on the planet trying to do the same thing, or they're thinking about, they have aspirations of doing the same thing. Obviously not everybody. In America, they're thinking the same thing, 333 months. That's all competition. Not saying you can't. You could do the same thing someone else is doing, but you know what sets you apart? Your work ethic, your drive. You never gave up. Your ability to make changes, to beat the odds. That takes way more than a little bit. But everybody wants to be a one percenter. You want to be the person that has millions and billions of dollars. And then you fault the one percenters for being in their position because they put in the work. They went after it. They did what they had to do. Me, I'm trying to be, I want to be the 1% of the 1%, because even if you went past 5 years, how do you stay in business? It's a difficult thing. It's ongoing. It's never, you can't take a play off in this. You have to be serious. You have to do what you have to do. Every day's a new day. And some people are looking at it like, oh man, I could, no, yeah, you got a silver spoon in your mouth. Everybody look like they have a silver spoon. When they're up $1 billion, yeah, they look like they started like that, don't they? No, they did not. Most of them did not. A lot of them did not. Yeah, there are some, don't get me wrong, there are some who had that type of, they were fortunate enough to have that. But for a lot of them, no, they started from the bottom. They had to grind. How much work are you putting in so you could be part of that class? Imagine how much work you have to put in to succeed. But you're taking a nap every day. You're out the country every day on flights. You rather kick up your feet and put in half the work. You want to be a 1%er, but yet you want to just put in 30%, 50%. How does that work? You want to be a 1%er. You want to be 1% of America that succeeds. 1% of the world. Imagine that. Think about it. So the next time you're thinking, man, look at that billionaire. Must be nice. It wasn't nice. And I could almost bet you they're not having fun. They're not having as much fun as you think. You want to be a 1%er. But I seen you. There's people I seen you come in, give half the effort. I seen you not practice at your craft. I seen you not put in the work so you can get better daily. I seen you taking 10 vacations. I seen your lack of commitment. I seen that you wasn't taking it seriously. I seen that you talked a lot. I seen you on the phone every second, every chance you can get. I see you just focus on social media all day, and that's all you're doing, head down, going through it, not doing anything else except leaving comments to criticize the 1%ers or the people who are making it. But you want to go half at it, and it don't matter what you're doing. This isn't just for entrepreneurs, but this is for entrepreneurs, doctors, lawyers, DJs, regular, normal, working people. You're going half at it every day, but you're expecting great results. You're expecting the 1% result. It doesn't happen. Are you trying to be, the best at what you're doing? Are you? Are you putting in the work to be the best at what you're doing? When I go into a job, I'm trying to be the best at that job. I don't care if I'm in a warehouse. I want to be the best picker packer. I want to be the best shipper. That's how I want you to come at me. Hey, that's the best. He's the best at what he's doing right now. How else do you get ahead? Put me in the position I want to achieve. I'm not worried about who I'm making the money for. I'm making the money for myself, and I'm doing this for me at the end of the day. And I signed up for it. When I choose to do something else, I choose to do something else. But in the meantime, that's what I'm doing. So guess what? I want to be the best at it. I want you to say he's the best. And then if I go to another job, I want you to call and I want you to get my reference and call my supervisor or my manager. Or if I was the manager, call my boss. Call whoever was in charge of me, and they're going to say he was the best. He did it the best. We're sorry we lost him. That's what I want to hear. Because guess what? I'm going to take those skills, that same skill set, that same discipline, that same attitude, that same ambition, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to carry it onto my entrepreneurial life, which is what I did. I'm coming at it with the same force. Because guess what? I always wanted to be the best. And I might as well strive to be part of the 1%. If I fall short, man, if you fall short of that, that's probably pretty impressive. That's probably legendary. If you fall short of that. But imagine if you're trying to strive for something less than that. You're trying to be, I could settle for just this. Nah, shoot for the stars. Shoot for the stars. And if you hit the moon, man, ain't nothing wrong with that. You got to leave out every day thinking, man, I gave it my all. I gave it everything I got. You might have fell a little short. Maybe. But guess what? If you gave it everything you got and you got to where you really wanted to get to, imagine that. But I could see you not put in that effort though. People see you. Everybody's watching you. If you got kids, they're watching you. They've watched you give half the effort. They think it's okay. Your family members watch you do it. Your family members watch you speak about dreams. Your friends, they watch you do it. They watch you speak about those dreams and say, oh, I want this so bad. I want to do it. And then they watch you not execute it. And behind your back, they're saying it. Oh, he always says that. He or she always says that. That's what they're talking about. Oh, they always say that. They always talked about opening up that store. They always talked about starting that online business. They always talked about that they're so great at this, they should be doing it. They always say that. It becomes normal. It becomes normal for you to say and not do. Everybody knows it now. Everybody knows you say you're a talker. Nobody's doubting that. Nobody's saying, oh yeah, they're not a talker. No, you're a talker. It's expensive. It's expensive to talk like that. It's very expensive. It's expensive to talk and not do. How could you want to be part of the 1% and then be mad at them for being the 1% when you're not putting in the type of work that they're putting in? Elon Musk said, man, you wouldn't really want to be me. Right now, I feel like you wouldn't really want to be me. Right now. Imagine that. I feel like, man, you really don't want to be me. It sounds good, but you don't want it. Because I want to be, when my family talks about me, I want for them to say, when my family friends talk about me, I want them to hold me accountable and say, you know what? Anytime he says he's going to do something, that guy does it. He or she, they do it. But when you're sitting over there making excuses, talking about how this is going wrong and that's going wrong, but you're not really, you don't even see that you're not putting in the work. You come home from your job, you just take a quick shower, hop on the phone, hop on social media, and go to sleep. That's the end of your night. You probably got off at 4 or 5 p.m. You got home probably at 6 p.m. You had from 6 all the way to maybe 11 p.m. that you could have been putting in the work. What were you doing? So if you ever start something, just remember, there's only 1% that'll probably succeed at it. Are you part of the 1%? How bad do you want to be that? And if you don't, then that's fine too. There's nothing wrong with it. But anybody who's complaining about it, that's horrible. That is your fault. How bad do you want it? And you shouldn't fault other people for succeeding. That's because you seen the end result. You didn't see that grind. You didn't see what they had to do. Anybody who sees me now, they just think, oh yeah, look at that lucky bastard. No. I worked. I was up. I used to be up 5 in the morning, getting ready to go to work. On my feet all day. Picking, packing. But guess what? I wanted to be the best. I didn't care. I wanted to be the best at it. Then, hey, move him. Hey, you know what? Move him into this. Because if he wants to be the best at that, he's most likely going to want to be the best at this. I wanted more for myself. I didn't want to just stay stagnant. So why do it? So now you need to ask yourself. How bad do I want it? There's 8 billion people on the planet. 1% succeeds. Really? But that didn't happen overnight for them, though. It's built on hard work. It's built on how bad you want it. It's built on if you want it that bad. Some people come there, I wish I had more. I want to be able to provide this. In order for you to provide for yourself, and a lot of people want to take care of themselves, and they also want to take care of their family. That means you have aunts and uncles you might want to take care of, your grandma, your grandfather. The amount of work you got to put into to actually get that done, get that accomplished. There is no time to make excuses. There's no time to look at others. The amount of work that you have to put in to try to take care of everybody. Because even myself, I thought about it. I'm like, man, okay. Yeah, I could take care of myself, my son, my family. Right? How am I going to take care of anybody else, though? How could I take care of my mom? I could take care of my son. I could take care of my girl. I could take care of I could take care of my immediate home, but then how am I going to take care of my family? The rest of can I take care of any of my grandmothers? Can I take care of my mother and my father? Which is, sometimes people feel like that's their job because they did so much for you. Obviously, they did a lot for you when coming up. That was their job. Now you want to repay it, but you can't. Why? You're too busy giving excuses. How are you supposed to take care of them as well when you're barely doing enough for yourself? And there are circumstances where you can't. And I'm not talking about those people. I'm not talking about the people who actually have an issue. But when you got a guy like, I'm trying to remember this guy's name. I know his last name starts with Hansel. His last name, I think, is Hansel. I'm trying to remember his first name. And I apologize if I don't. But this guy is legendary. And he motivates me, man. I'm inspired by him. He's got one arm, but he plays basketball like none other, man. I enjoy watching him. He's out there competing at the highest level with one arm. When I watch that, man, I'm like, wow. And we got people out here with 2 of them. All your limbs. He's not making one excuse. Legendary. Epic. That guy inspires me, man. Young kid. Just out there going in. He never let the doubters knock him. He never. You could tell. He didn't care. He took on all adversity. That's what this is about. He had no excuses. He took on all adversity to make it to where he is at right now. That's incredible. So for you, that's the question. What are you doing? How are you going to be part of that crowd that you're trying to be a part of? Or you want to sit back and watch them and just say, oh, look, lucky you. Sounds good to you. While you're sitting over here telling us the hard work, they're just telling you what they did. They're not saying nothing wrong at all. They're just telling you, hey, this is how I did it. They're telling you got to have motivation. They're telling you got to battle adversity. There's going to be times it looks really bad. Really, really bad. Man, there's times it's a crap show out there. But it's all about how bad you want it. Because they watch you do it. They watch you make the excuses. I heard it. They seen you on social media making those excuses. They seen it. They seen you doing those things. So what are you doing to get better? What are you doing to put your best foot forward? You wake up early in the morning, really? Only to underachieve? Really? You really get up early in the morning, leave your house to underachieve? It's one thing if you just got up and just lay down at home. But you really get up, put your clothes on to go stand and hang out with the homies? Hang out with your homegirls? That's what you got up early for? And you over the age of 18? And you got up and went to go do that? Oh, nah. That's crazy. We can't do that to ourselves. In order to be legendary, and me, all I care about is for my family to think I'm legendary. I care about that. The rest of it, it is what it is. But how much are you willing to give, to put in order to be great? In order to do what you have to do? You can't let people doubt you. And trust me, this is not me. This is definitely not me doubting you. This is me giving you perspective. If 95% of businesses, 95 to 99%, and usually it's 99, they're going to fail within the first 5 years. To get to year 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a battle. You got to be willing to overcome. You got through year 1, thank goodness. Year 2, thank goodness. Out of 8 billion people, you want to be number 1. Think about that. Out of 8 billion people, you want to be number 1. You want to be top 10 out of 8 billion. If that's what you're trying to do, there is no time for excuses. There's no time to sit around and just... You're burning too much time. Man, I figured, man, like, if y'all know anybody like this, man, leave some comments below. For real. If y'all know anybody, if you're like this, take some accountability. If not, leave some comments below if y'all know anybody like this, or if y'all are going through this or experience this. Leave some comments below. Let me know what y'all think, man, because it's real talk, man. I want to see everybody succeed. I want to see you succeed the way you want to succeed, because not everybody has the same dreams and aspirations. Not everybody, for sure. There's some people who want the simple lifestyle. There's some people who don't want too much. But if you're one of those ones who want to be number 1 out of 8 billion, or you want to be number 1 in your respected field, whether you want to be a rapper, a singer, a basketball player, because you could do whatever you want, a lawyer, a doctor, whatever you want to be number 1 in your respective field, it's going to take everything. And if you're trying to be number 1 on top of all that, that's going to take legendary type moments, legendary type adversity. You're going to have to go through it, because it will not be handed to you. I'll tell you that much. It will never be handed to you. Unless you're playing lotto, and you got to be the 1.1% in that. You have to be, even to win the lotto, you got to be the 0.1% in that. Imagine that. You can play them numbers all you want, but what's your work ethic, man? What are you trying to do? Man, if y'all liking this, if y'all liking the content, man, let me know, man. I wanted to come in, give you guys a boost of energy, man, give you guys some motivation. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you need motivation. You have it. But if I could add a little bit extra to it and give y'all a little, we'll talk in between that, let's do it, man. Shoot, I woke up ready for this. You know what I mean? It's everything that kind of comes together. I'm like, hold up, man, let's talk about this for real. Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, these, when you look at the data, the numbers, and that's just facts. You're looking at it, and we're talking facts here. We're not guessing. Most people don't make it, but I'll give it to you if you tried. Because that's the first step. It's hard to even try, but I give it to you. Now, you know what? Hit that subscribe button. Follow me on the socials. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, Feds World. I'm on Twitter, Feds World. Follow me there. I'll put the things up, man. Follow me there. I always got content coming. I definitely appreciate you guys tuning in, man, especially rocking with me when y'all could have been doing a bunch of other stuff, man. I really appreciate that. But, this is just an important message, man, for everybody. You can't look at these 1%ers and fault them. Can't look at these ultra rich and fault them. It's really not their fault. They actually did too much. They have the right to be unapologetically rich or happy. I mean, I'd rather be happy and rich. Sometimes the two don't go together. Sometimes. But it's better to be. At least you're happy. No, there's guys who, but the only way you're going to be happy is you're going to have to enjoy what you're doing. If you enjoy what you're doing, you'll always be happy because you're enjoying what you're doing. If you're miserable, you're just miserable. I don't really want to do that. You just got to enjoy life, enjoy what you're doing if you're happy with it. Now, when the riches come, you're still happy and enjoying what you're doing and you're rich. It equates out better. Now, there's other factors where you can make your life, not so great. But in this case, it's all good. But focus on your craft. Forget the plan B. Focus on your craft to be the best at it. And you can make some great things happen. It could be 1 year, it could be 2 years, it could be 5 years, 10 years. You can make some great things happen. Focus on your craft. Focus on what you want to do. Focus on your purpose. Keep everything going for yourself. Because if you're trying to do what ultimately a lot of people can't do, it's going to take a crazy amount of determination, crazy amount of effort, crazy amount. Like, how much are you doing? How much are you giving to get to that level? What are you doing to get to that level? Are you handling your business correctly? Once again, man, shoot for the stars. And if you hit the moon, man, for real, shoot for them stars, man. That's it. Fed's world, man. Fed's world, for sure. Man, we got some Pluto Studios is on the way. I'm working, man. I'm working hard too, man. I hope y'all appreciate me. I'm working hard for y'all. I'm working hard for myself. I'm working hard for my family. Like, I'm working really, really hard. Because I want to create the community, man. I want to help others. I want to help, I want to help myself, help my family. I'm working hard, man. Super hard. Every day, man, I wake up, I look at my son, man. I'm like, man, he's 4 years old, talking all type of talking. And I want him to understand the same message that I'm spewing out here, man. The same little soliloquy I'm going through right now. I just want him to understand. I want him to look at me and say, you know what? I seen Pops, man. He worked extremely hard. I remember my dad working. I remember my dad, when he said it, he meant it. Yeah, just watching him, that motivates me. That inspires me. Watching him go through it and learn different things. And, he's having full conversations with me, man. It's amazing. Fed's world, man. Yeah, but, it's great stuff. And, I hope you guys are striving for the best, doing what you got to do, because it's hard. It's not easy. You wake up some days, it's a tough day. Wake up some days, it's a great day. Some days it's okay. Some days it's one of the best days of your life. Never know. Life is a roller coaster, man. Life is a roller coaster. That's for sure. But you gotta stay on. Don't jump off. It's a roller coaster, but you gotta stay on. Life is a roller coaster. It's gonna go up and down. You're gonna have up and down moments. But the only people who get hurt are the people who jump off. Remember that. Everybody who stays on that roller coaster, they probably make out all right. Because that's just what it is. There's ups, there's downs. Got a little shaking, a little turbulence. Sometimes it's smooth. Sometimes you might go upside down a little bit. Sometimes you might be flatline, just cruising. But ultimately, you still there. You still on the roller coaster. But you jump off. That's it. Remember that. Stay on there. Don't let anything knock you off your pivot. No, it's all good. But like I said, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Remember what we just discussed. If you're trying to be a 1%er, don't knock them. Put that on yourself. Just know what they had to go through. It wasn't easy. And I know I named some of the biggest names, but don't worry. There's other people who I can name too. I can't think of it right now, but if I named them, they're doing great things. And they're not that up in that level, but they put in a lot of work just to be where they're at. Even if you're a YouTuber, you still got to put in a lot of work. You want to be successful in the YouTube space and be one of the top guys. You got to put in. They're 1%ers. Mr. Beast is a 1%er in his respected field. And then when you're 1% in your field, you're probably up there with the other guys. So you got to focus on your craft. You got to want to be the best at what you do. And I don't care what it is. It just doesn't stand for just being an entrepreneur or just being a businessman or just being anybody. Construction, restaurant, you bust tables, man. You better bust those tables like you never bust them before. I used to bust tables. I never wanted to be sorry at it or fail at it. I wanted to be the best at it, for sure. But look, man, I appreciate you guys for tuning in to another afternoon special with me, Fed's World, man. And we doing some great things out here, man. But if you like the message, go ahead and subscribe. I got more coming. But great day overall, man. I can't even complain. Once again, I get up in the morning and I'm at it. That's a blessing for me. That means it's go for me. That means I don't have any excuses. One thing that could stop you is death. And if I'm not dead, then I'm not gonna let anything stop me. It's the only thing that could stop me. If the higher power said God says it, then I'm down. But besides that, nah. I got up. Everything's functional. I got no excuses. There's no excuses. You got up. You was able to wake up early in the morning. I know it's cliche. People say that all the time, but it's serious. Like, you actually got up. There's people who didn't get up this morning. There's people that yesterday was their last day on planet Earth. But you're lucky. You got up. You got up and you tuned in to Fed's World. I appreciate that too. You got up. That is amazing. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of that. But, appreciate you guys for tuning in once again. I know I said that already, but we got some other stuff coming. Got some great content. Stay tuned to the channel. You can watch some of my older videos. I got some real good messages in that too. Obviously I was just starting off and, trying to make everything better as we go, but, definitely an important message, man. Remember to keep the work going. Remember to stay in touch, man. Stay in tune, handle business, and everything's going to be all good, man. I appreciate y'all, but I got to get back to it. I'm a little fly today, so I'm going to go out and spread some of this flyness out in Broward County. That's what we do. Spread some of this flyness out in Broward County. So, got some more stuff to do, man. Got to go out there and handle some business, man. But, I got to go, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in and rocking out with your boy, man. But, Fed's World, and we out, man. We catch y'all on the next one. All right? All right, cool. Out.